Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and I welcome all of you back to another Rage video where tonight, ladies and gentlemen, we are now into the back half of Metallica's 72 seasons, and this season is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. This season is just beginning because this album is it's like the perfect blend of everything that Metallica were, also the things that Metallica have learned to accept / become. There's no real point on this album where I've ever said that doesn't sound like Metallica, because Metallica has sort of been around the block from doing thrash to doing hard rock, and now we sort of get to the point, and I don't know, maybe in Hardwired to Self-Destruct, when I cover it, we'll see exactly if it's the sort of thing that worked the first time around. But actually, it's sort of come together brilliantly so far. So we now move on to Crown of Barbed Wire. So let's go. Oh, yeah. It's somewhere cross between Jigsaw and the Joker, but also they did this in Photoshop, guys. And I can tell you exactly how I know this, because I used to do this when I was at university. This was exactly what I would do, and you know what? The people at university tell me I never would be able to do this, because no one, not unless Metallica, would possibly pay me, or anybody would hire me to do this sort of shit. So you know what, ladies and gentlemen? In the span of just 30 seconds, I've had the epiphany. They were completely full of shit. This is exactly... Motherfuckers.
this crown of barbed wire. So tight this crown.
Not gonna lie, I want to play that again. That was freaking cool. And this guy is just, oh, Jesus.
So tight this crown.
Why am Metallica in prison? Wait, what?
This rusted empire I own. Bleed as I rust on this throne. Bears me with torment and all the rust that I own. So tight, this crown of barbed wire. So tight, this crown of barbed wire. So tight, this crown.
Damn. Heavy as the head that wears the crown, I shall hold the weight of it in my hands. And additional animation by Teflon Sega and Joe Cap, Lost Not Found Productions. So yeah, like I said before, the reason why I know that it was done in Photoshop is because it absolutely has all the hallmarks that it was done entirely by one person. Or by Corey Dago, I should say, with additional by Joe Cap. So, well, okay, two people at the very most. Like, it could be one person who could have been coloring and one person doing the outlines. And, of course, they probably would have, if they obviously, because of how I know how this stuff works, they would have to literally have shot this and somebody to dress up as that very freaky looking guy and go headstrong with it. So actually, for actually having like a video of this magnitude of, well, just like this, it was a very surreal experience because I legitimately almost never quite knew exactly what the hell I was sort of thinking of, but also just the song itself is actually really, really good as well. I thought, to be honest, this is almost like the opposite thing that I had with Luxie Turner, because this one only was like about twice the length, but it felt like it went on for much longer. And I don't know whether it's just because, like I said before, maybe because of how how heavy the solos, the pre-riffs, the actual main riff, how everything was going into this. It has that beautiful lingerings, and like Luxie Turner was a starter and this is the main course. And as a main course, ladies and gentlemen, it follows the story of a guy who murders, goes straight back to, who got released, goes straight back to prison, and the obviously the husband of the wife gets himself sent down just so he could murder the guy who took his kids and wife. And as this crown of barbed, well, now of course for biblical reasons, the crown of barbed wire was what the Romans put on Jesus Christ. So it's the mark of somebody who is not really a king. They're only really doing it in irony, and that's again a sort of a bit of a theme throughout this album, is that some people have the audacity to view people with such levels of like irony in terms of how they reckon people ought to behave, how they should behave, and how this absolutely has zero repercussions in terms of things like actual context and things that people ought to know a lot better about people before they judge them, and exactly how what it would be like if the shoe were on the other foot. But what's interesting in this case is that he talks about his rusted empire. He talks about the world he's created is old and not being looked after properly. So he only considers himself a king almost in irony. You can almost say it's like a precursor to the song King Nothing on Reload. Wait a minute, no. King Nothing was on Load, not Reload. Sorry about that. But that's, again, making even references in some small way to perhaps Metallica's slightly lesser known works on slightly lesser popular albums is actually, that's, it really, this album really is almost like a full circle of Metallica's journey, what music they can produce, how they can craft narratives, and how they can do really cool ways to shake things up. So this song has just about got everything. If you're a Metallica fan who likes each stage of Metallica's career minus Saint Anger, this is the sort of thing for you. And also, again, that's really, really cool with the fact that I had some form of revelation after 5 years. After nearly 6 years, that actually people do this sort of thing, and there's things to be had about this. And I was told they wouldn't after all this year. Because, ladies and gentlemen, believe it or not, I wanted to do animated music videos for bands. No, that's no joke either. But I got told I couldn't use it because, does it step on people's toes about copyright stuff and things like that. But I reckon if I just straight up asked Metallica or just asked, I don't know, Warner Brothers Music or Sony Records or whoever Metallica is signed to, there's got to be ways we could work around this and stuff like that. But you know what? Just like I mentioned with this album, you don't go away from it experiencing thinking yourself glad it's over. You learn from it, you move on with your life. So I'm going to get back to work animating, the thing that I still am and still good at. And I'll see all of you guys again in the next video. Take care and bye-bye for now.